things going on this side. So if you can sort of keep telephone calls and beeping cell phones and all sorts of peripheral noises to a minimum, it would just make our lives a whole lot easier. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. All right, cool morning everybody. Hi. The first thing that I need us to sort of clarify is there's both good and bad news. Which do you want first, the good or the bad? The bad. Well, the bad news is there's a 4-letter word involved as far as this training is concerned. Ladies, lock your ears. I'm using a very, very, very dirty 4-letter word right now. And you know what that 4-letter word is? It's called work. So, unfortunately, this any process where you're going to grow and expand and become more basically requires work. The work that I'm asking from you is listen today, because most people, when they come to training sessions like this, is you kind of wake up in the morning and you think, how the hell am I going to get through today? And that's not good for anybody. What we want to be doing, guys, is we want to be asking a better quality question. And the question I want you to be asking is, what can I get from today? What can I get from this experience? Because that leads me to the good news. The good news is that when you use these tools really work. We've had some phenomenal success stories where people have grown their monthly turnover by R1 million. Mazel's seen some of the testimonials. We've had people acquire clients that they've been trying to get for 5 years. They're massive clients that they haven't been able to get. We've had people just go back and get customers that they lost. People grow their business sort of overnight kind of thing. The operative word, what we're really looking for is we're looking for you to develop a set of new habits, a new set of sales success habits. In other words, when you finally smash your sales target and you say to me, you know what, Andrew, I think that training didn't work. I've smashed my sales target, I don't feel like I've done anything extra. That's the moment I go, yep, that training worked. Because what you're doing is you're doing everything you should be doing without thinking about it. Because what we ostensibly have is we have a lot of habits, whether they're good habits or bad habits. We do stuff, right? So we either procrastinate or we do things that we should be doing when we should be doing them. So what we're trying to do is the whole focus of what we're trying to achieve as we go forward with this process. And I'm sure, as Mazel explained, that it's not just a one-day workshop, that this is it's a process. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to introduce you to a couple of new skills. In other words, behaviors. Because once you acquire these new behaviors can become routines, and routines can become habits. And so that's what we're ultimately looking to do here, is we're looking to help you to get new behaviors, the new behaviors, you with support, because we're also not going to be throwing you to the wolves. We're not going to be saying, guys, here we go, here's the stuff, off you go and do it. We're going to offer you a lot of support, and the support's going to come in the form of SMS messages that you're going to get. We're going to be sending you regular SMSs to go, do this. Have you done that? Here's a little inspirational reminder, because we understand that willpower is a depletable resource. So you're going to be receiving some sporadic SMSs, probably 2 to 3 times a week. You're also going to get a daily inspirational message. When I say you're going to get it, you're going to have to go and sign up for it. I'll send you a little note on how to do it, but it's an opt-in thing. I'm not just going to send it to you if you don't want it, right? But I highly recommend that you actually use it, because what that inspirational message basically does every day is when it arrives in your email, it's your daily call to action. Listen, there's value in the message. It's a great message and it's got some really cool stuff in it. Read it. And in fact, if you want to, you can click on it and you can read a whole article which will be full of inspiring stuff for the day, which will kind of put you in a good place to get your day going. But the most important thing is, what is the message that you give it? So when you actually see that message, that's when I want you to start asking things like, and this is the work part, ladies, this is the dirty 4-letter word, this is the work that's required. It's not ominous. I ask you for 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day that you're actually going to invest into the online system. So we're going to give you access to an online system. So this is a blended training process. So what we're doing today, if there's a concept or something that you kind of like it, but you're not grasping it, don't stress. In the online system, you're going to go in there, there's video, there's audio, there's text, and most importantly, there's really cool questions which are going to help you to take that information and put it and apply it and actually use it in your specific workspace. Okay? Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to first of all help you to organize knowledge, because who believes knowledge is power? Knowledge is power only when it's organized and applied. So that's what we're doing. Because I mean, inside any one of these computers that are connected to the internet, there's limitless knowledge. So what we're ultimately trying to do is, we're not saying I want to just share knowledge with you, because of course we do, we want to share knowledge, but we want to help you, and we're going to support you in another way with these CDs. These CDs, these audiobooks, what you're basically going to do is you're going to go, and while you're driving around your mobile university, your car, okay, while you're driving around your mobile university, you're going to listen to these CDs. These CDs contain all the stuff that we're going to be going through today. So it's not just, hey, best to remember it and go back to work and there's this magic bullet and tomorrow everything's going to be perfect. There's no expectation of that. You've got 30 days now to go and learn, apply, create new behaviors, which again, like I said, become new routines. Those routines become habits. So every 30 days, we're going to introduce you to a couple of new tools and techniques, rather than just throw you in the deep end and have an expectation that after today, you're going to be a converted new professional salesperson. So literally, what we're saying is the whole entire process is one of support, one of encouragement, and one of helping you to use that depletable resource. You know which one that is? It's called willpower, right? You set New Year's resolutions, and how many of us have ever kept them? And the reason we don't is because willpower, you know what it's like. I'm going to lose weight, and by the 15th of January, you're not going to the gym anymore. And that's how life is. And I don't want that to happen with this program, right? So that's why you get those SMS reminders. That's why you get these things to listen to in your car. Because that is going to remind you. Because think about it. You arrive at a customer, and you've been listening to the news, and it's filling your brain with all that positive stuff. Like, you know the stuff I mean, hey? Yeah. There's been a hijacking. The ice store at the shopping centre's just been robbed. There's Justin Bieber. No, got it. Why did I even go there? Okay. So all of these brilliant things are filling your mind, and then you've got to go walking into your customer enthusiastic and fired up, and guess what's in the back of your mind? Because do you think we can pick up energy? Well, let's think about it. If you go to a funeral, is there an energy associated with that? And how about if you go to a rave party? Do you think it's a different feeling between the two? And everything kind of in between, right? So your customers can pick up your energy. And if your energy is saying, yeah, you know, there's terrifying stuff going on out there, they're going to pick that up. But if your energy has been listening to something like this, which is educational, and maybe you've just heard something and you've gone, bing, that could be quite cool to try with my customer now. Different mindset, different energy, different perspective from the customer, or the way the customer is going to interact with you. So very important. And guess what? Everything we look at supporting you to do is part of developing a new habit set. Because how about once these CDs are done, do you think you should just give it up and go, that's it, I'm educated now, I know everything I need to know? Or do you think you should maybe get out there and start looking around and having a look on Amazon? Do you know how much these things cost on Amazon? Okay, if you buy the new, modern, latest stuff, it's going to cost you like $7, like yo. But you know that you can get these things for 99 US cents. It's, what's that, it's 11 Rand. 2,000 Rand now. It's like 11 Rand. So it's not even money. But what you need to do is you need to create this as your new habit set. So even once you're done with this program, and even once you've listened to these things, and I'd like you to listen to them a lot of times, you're going to hate my voice, because it's unfortunately my voice on here. You're going to hate my voice by the time the time's over. But more importantly, you might hate my voice, but you're going to know the knowledge. In other words, this is going to help you to organize the knowledge in your head. And once the knowledge is organized, because you know what happens? You know when you wrote an exam, remember? I don't know if you can remember back that for some of us, it's very far back, Kevin.
I think. I thought it was
Anyway, so here we are, and we write this exam, and we wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and we go, I knew that answer. Remember? You know why that is? It's because while we're learning and while we're doing stuff, it's almost like we take a whole ream of paper and we go, brain, there it is. And then the brain goes, sorts through all the stuff, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, it's found the answer that you actually wanted. It's because the knowledge wasn't organized. So what we're ultimately looking to do is, with repetition, with listening to this knowledge again and again and again, we're supporting your brain to organize the knowledge. Because once it's organized, in other words, it's filed away, we can go to that filing cabinet, pull it out and go, okay, so there that is, okay, cool, I can use that in this environment. Now we can effectively